Hey folks, welcome back to the shop. Well, as I stated in my previous video at the end, the speaker replacement did not fix the issue with the stereo in the truck. Worked quite a while and then it started distorting, scratching in that passenger side just as before. So I did some research and it seems as though these stereos like to go out, cause all sorts of issues. They were actually going out when they were brand new. Let me show you what I got going on here. And like I say, I got a replacement from a wrecking yard. I don't expect it to work, but it might. So today's task is to actually swap that part out and see if it makes any difference, if it even works. Sometimes, I guess there's all sorts of these different ACM module part numbers, and they can be coded to the truck, so there's a good chance it's not going to work. If it doesn't work, my plan, because the dash kits are so expensive, my plan is to take this one, try to modify it maybe, because the only part of this that we need is this. Well, that's an eject button, so it wouldn't get necessarily used, but we need this portion, which is the HVAC, and the traction control button. Now, the way this is on the back, it's all one piece, but my plan is to take all this apart and see what works, what doesn't work. It might work out, might not, but it'll be an experiment. So first things first is to disconnect the negative batteries. So I'll get that disconnected and we'll collect some tools. We'll start getting that radio out. As usual, my videos aren't how-to videos, just me working, but this might help you out if you're curious on how to get these decks out. So let's get going. So based on what I've seen and also my experience at the wrecking yard, what you need to do to get this out without breaking anything, some people just carefully pry this back on both sides. There's two screws up here, up here and here that need to be removed, plus there's two down under here. But to get at it, you got to get these out of the way. Now, to get those out of the way on this side, take the airbag out, and then there's a screw that goes in this way, and then you can pop that piece off. Get the airbag out. You just pull the glove box. There's, I think, 3 bolts underneath. And on that side, you take this top piece out of the way, and then you can get at the screw that holds this panel in, then you can pull this away, and then that gives you more room to work with. So I think I'm going to go that route just to be safe. I'm just going to see what the best way is to set you up so that you don't get knocked flying, and let's start working on this. Well, I kind of got you precariously perched, and I'm sorry if the video is a bit shaky, but let's see what we can do here. Get the glove box. You just have to push these tabs out of the way. And I thought it would come right off, but it doesn't. But they can just fold down. We'll just remove stuff. Not much in there. And once we do that, it seems to me I need some more light. Sorry if I blind you. Let's do this. And oh, I'm too old for this. Oh yeah, I see the 3 bolts. It's supposed to be 7 millimeters. Let's see if that is true. They are not. They are 8 millimeters. And I just lost, there we go. Don't lose them, I guess. Warning. Okay, now in theory, this is supposed to come out. Looks promising. There we go. There's the screw in question. I'm just going to kind of leave this like this. That's a 7 mil. And that should be the only screw that holds that whole thing in. Plastic vehicles held together with bubble gum and prayers. Now, should be able to just break this, popping it apart. You know what? There it comes. I guess if I break it, it's another excuse to go back to the wrecking yard. There it is. Voila. Not connecting any, disconnecting any wires. So there's the one screw. Now let's get to the other side and do the other side. So as I said, oh, the light's blinding me here. Things I do to try to make videos. Oh well. There should be 2 screws under here I can feel, which are supposed to be 7s as well. Then should just pop down. Yeah. Oh, it's this whole piece, it looks like. Alright. It seems to be different than what I remember. No, it's not. This whole piece comes out. Yeah. There we go. And then, where's that other pesky? I don't think there's a bolt that holds that part on. Oh, it's just captured in behind. That's what it is. Now this guy should. There's that. And that. Voila. Then if you can see in the video, probably not. Kind of moved you by accident. We'll get hard to see. There's a screw here, dark in here. Screw here, and then the 2 on the bottom. Interesting. What was that? Something fell. Piece of plastic. Where'd it go? Well, I'll find it after. Yeah, I know what it is. The dash pieces. That screw wasn't doing anything. Busted off. I would think this was pulled out before, but maybe. Alright, so now the last step is there's going to be a wire up here. 2 wire, and just a wire down here, I think, and that's it. let's do this. I wonder if this was pulled apart for warranty repair for the crop stereo. Definitely is coming off easier than I would expect it to. Yeah, both sides are actually busted. So, go figure, eh? This definitely was a part. There's no way that broke on its own. And then reach in behind and figure out I have to turn this light off. Just gonna get those two, get you out of the way, because I'm just gonna end up knocking you. I'll get those two wires off, and then I'll bring you back. Okay, I got the faceplate off, and yep, it was definitely out before because someone tried to glue those two screw tabs back on. So probably this deck went out before. So it makes me wonder if it's worth, even if that other one works, if it's worth keeping. But we'll get this out anyway. So now there's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Once we get this out, we can compare and see if the part numbers are the same. Even if it's not, sorry about the noise, but even if it's not, I'm going to try it anyway. Now, this has got to come off. Connector in the back. Look at it carefully to see how it comes apart. No, push down on that tab and she comes apart. Oh, and then there's one screw in the back. If you were to put an aftermarket deck in, I think that would make a good ground. This guy should come out. Then, let me grab you so you can see. I'll show you on the bench. There's quite a few connectors you got to take off. There's the speaker, power. Oh, you can see it there now. One's a Sirius XM antenna. One's your regular AM FM antenna. And then the stereo connections. Come on. There we go. Let's get her over to the bench. Sorry about the noise. We're right under the heater, but this is the wrecking yard stuff. Sorry. This is my faceplate. Swap those. So the right's the wrecking yard stuff. The left is the factory stuff. And as you can see, broken off. You won't be able to tell in the video, but someone tried to glue it, so I did not break it. So this has been open before. Now, as far as part numbers go, that's my part number. This is from the wrecking yard. Almost the same, except this has an H on it. And we'll look on the bottom. Let's see. Ford part, blah, blah, blah. You're zoomed out so they'll see. This is a BH. This is a BG. So this is like one step newer. It might work. What I'm going to do is I'm going to throw that in, connect it up. I'll use my original screen and all that. And let's just kind of throw a few screws in, connect it up, and then we'll plug this guy in. Even though it's kind of grimy, it's wore out. Might clean up because I don't like these tabs being broken, but not much. We'll see. Maybe I can swap the guts from this one onto this one. No, because this, I don't know. I'm mumbling, babbling. Let's just hook it up and we'll see what we get. I'm not expecting it to work, but hey, I've been pretty lucky lately, so she might go. Okay, I got everything plugged in, got you set up. Go hook the battery up, and you got a point of view if the magic smoke comes out. Well, the screen is on.
States reset, of course. Let's see what happens if we do this. Booting up. That's a good sign. We got sound out of the speakers as well. Let's see here. Auxiliary. CD. Oh, don't want that to play. Let's see what CD we got. The Cult. Interesting. Okay. Auxiliary work. You know what, folks? This might work. Let's get it all back together. I'll get my phone paired. And I'll use another device to record, and I'll play some material that won't get me copyright strike. I don't know if I'm going to worry about these screws up top for now. That's a whole lot of work that I don't want to deal with right now, and the clips hold pretty solid. So let's get this all back together and give it a test play. All right, I got it all back together. I've got a song queued up that shouldn't go copyright, and it's NFX Life, I think it's called. And here we go. Yeah, let's go. Working. And the passenger side was the bad one. Let me turn it down. If I go to balance, so far it's fine. So now it's a matter of just using it, because I'm not convinced it's fixed completely, because before it was working fine for like a couple weeks and then it just quit screwing up again. So we'll run it as it is, and I will keep you posted. And now the next step is to try to get the sub wire set up, or sorry, the sub hooked up. That was that box under the seat. And as I mentioned, got the charge wrong because I've been listening to the stereo. Got some wiring run, and it's just kind of tied up in there, and we will work on that for the next stereo upgrade. But in any case, once that comes along, I'll make sure and bring you along, and you can see how things go. Until then, take care and talk to you later.